we have here, but they're able to help their children become more than they even dreamed of. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
she represents that to me. Also, I'm just gonna talk about Nubia really quickly.
Yeah, go right ahead. So the
So
platform's all yours.
Nubia is Wonder Woman's twin sister. So
Okay.
how do you say? So her mother is Hippolyta. Is it Hippolyta? I think it's Hippolyta. So
Okay.
she basically formed both, you know, Diana and Nubia out of clay. And
Oh,
Diana was, made out of white clay, and Nubia was made out of black clay.
okay.
And Ares, which is, the god of, was Mars. He ended up, and he's also Hippolyta's brother or
Okay.
father. I think father. Yeah, sorry, father. And he
Okay.
came and he kidnapped Nubia
Hmm.
and brought him, you know, back to where he was, and trained her as a weapon to fight against the Amazonians, which are, the Wonder Woman and her family.
Okay.
And so we don't really hear about Nubia. She's basically Wonder Woman, but she's a black Wonder Woman. We don't
Right.
really hear about her, and I really wanted to bring her up because you know, once I heard the story of Wonder Woman, I was very excited, and she was very, she really stood out to me. And um, after I heard about Nubia, I was just kind of curious, how come we don't really hear about, Nubia? We really hear, we just mostly hear Wonder Woman. And I think Nubia is a great representation of Black women around the world. And she's she's a strong and independent woman as well. It's just, I feel like we need more representation of Black superheroes. And I feel like if they were to come out with, the next Wonder Woman,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully Nubia could be a part of that.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. I mean, with Nubia, it would be really great if they actually do a movie on her.
Yes,
I
definitely. Definitely. I feel like they should probably introduce her and just have her own movie and then maybe go into the story of, everything else. But if they do that, that'll be amazing.
Yeah, it would. It would. It would.
Yeah.
Nubia. I like that concept. And I hope they do release a Nubia movie. All right. Well, Simone, thank you so much. All right. Moving along, we have Chris. Chris, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we have Chris, who decided to choose Sue Storm.
Yeah, I decided to choose Susan Storm, Invisible Woman.
Okay.
One of the members of the Fantastic Four, alongside the Thing, the Human Torch, and Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, what I like about Susan Storm, I think she's a good-looking superhero, very very intelligent. She's marvelous. Yeah,
Yes.
I think her ability to make objects invisible to save the world is very very vital and very cool. Just she can make herself invisible as well. She can make big objects and make invisible, such as objects like Ferris wheels, skyscrapers, and all of that to save the world, to to protect mankind. So I think that ability about her really struck me, and so she's just a great superhero, intelligent superhero. I like Susan Storm, Invisible Woman.
Oh, nice. I mean, one thing that's really fascinating about Sue Storm is not only is she a superhero, but she's also a mother.
Mm. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's like she learns how to balance her superhero career and her motherhood.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Right. And I think that's really amazing.
Yeah, I think she's just like the perfect collab to the Fantastic Four. I think the Fantastic Four is just an outstanding group of superheroes. Yeah. She's very defensive and very determined. That's what I like about her.
Nice.
It's like a cold-hearted woman.
Yeah. But uses her abilities the right way.
Exactly, yes.
But you personally, would you use her abilities?
Oh yeah, yeah. The action, the action of being invisible. That's great. That's cool. Yeah. Make sure just do the right things though while being invisible though.
Wow. Wow. All righty. Well, Chris, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
All righty. Well, I didn't have intentions of sharing a presentation, but Elsa asked me to, and I was like, all right, fine. So the superhero that I decided to cover is Storm. Storm from the X-Men. And Storm's story, I think, is really fascinating. Her original name is Aurora Monroe. And as far as her fictional background, her origin, she was born in New York. And her parents, they decided to move to Egypt because they wanted to raise her in Egypt. But at the age of 5, a fire jet crashed her parents' house, the home, and which killed her parents. And she was stuck in the rubbles, and she was stuck for a while, which later led to her to be claustrophobic. And once her parents died, she ended up being an orphan in Egypt. But the thing that was pretty interesting was that while she was an orphan, she was learning how to be a thief. And she stole something from a gentleman, and ironically, who would that gentleman be? Xavier. But anyhow, as she got older, she decided to leave that lifestyle, being a thief, pocket picking, and she moved to Kenya. The reason why she moved to Kenya is because that's where her mother is originally from. While she was there was a moment she was in a Sahara Desert. And Sahara Desert, as you guys know, is a very warm desert, a really hot desert, humid. She was dying because of the heat. But while she was suffering, she discovered her powers, her mutant abilities. And by discovering her mutant abilities, she started learning how to manipulate weather. And one of her first adventures that she experienced while she was learning her abilities, she saw a young African man being attacked, and she rescued the man. And that young gentleman, his name was T'Challa.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it the same T'Challa?
Yeah, exactly. A young T'Challa, pre-Black Panther T'Challa, of course.
Oh my goodness.
And so they communicated. They had a dialogue, but T'Challa had to go back to his land for his he had his duties for his nation, and they went separate ways. Well, of course, years later they would meet again. But it was really fascinating. Keep in mind, this is Storm before she joined the X-Men, and a great thing about it was that with her abilities, as she was learning her abilities, the village that she was living in Kenya, they realized that she was able to help them out with agriculture, and they considered her as a goddess.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was really amazing. It was like a child who was just an orphan, but she overcame so many obstacles, and she helped her community. And I thought that was really amazing. But the one thing I find very fascinating about Storm is she's the first African-American female superhero.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, so I
That's an
thought that was
accomplishment.
That's dope.
yeah,
An
so
accomplishment.
that's why I selected Storm.
Wow, yeah, wow, she has a tremendous story. Wow. She kind of like from rags to riches a bit. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a tremendous story.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, she's one of the more powerful members of the X-Men. So yeah.
Exactly. She's one of the most powerful members of the X-Men, one of the most popular characters of the X-Men.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of also?
Mhm.
That once you're under pressure or once you've hit rock bottom and there's nowhere else to go, that's
Mhm.
when people tend to find their true powers. Here. You know what I
Mm.
mean? When you're struggling and you have nowhere else to go, there's the only way to go is up. So it's like it kind of like, you know, a diamond, you add the coal, you add a pressure, and then it just turns into a diamond type of thing.
Exactly. And I think that's
That's Jensen. I thought it was it's pretty it's pretty surprising and pretty unbelievable that she developed her powers through the Sahara Desert.
yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's really fascinating. Are you guys able to still see the screen, the PowerPoint?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Well, Elsa, you're back with us.
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, how you doing?
Good.
All right, cool. You came at the right time.
Yeah. Ya, pero ahorita estamos manejando, ¿ok? Estamos yendo. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. Hey, Princess. We're happy that you joined us. So
Give
what
me
we were,
a second.
yeah, sure thing.
That's your doll. Okay. Relax. ¿Dónde está? Okay, ¿verdad? Y no llores, ¿ok? Ya vamos a llegar a casa.
All righty. You guys can still see the PowerPoint presentation, right?
Yeah, we see the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay, great. So to continue on, let me see for a moment. All right, you guys still see Storm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. So where we left off, we were talking about the superheroes that we selected. So each one of us talked about a superhero, like for instance, Simone chose Wonder Woman. Chris talks about Invisible Woman. And I talk about Storm. So we're gonna go back to you 1 second. If I can get the screen. Okay, no, we're not there yet. We're going to go to Catwoman. Elsa, you chose Catwoman.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so tell us about Catwoman. What made you decide to pick Catwoman?
To be honest, I don't know. I just like how slick she is. I like the cat suit. It's cute. Really don't know anything about Catwoman. I think she looks pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she's a character I don't know much about.
But Holly Berry played her, right?
Right. Is that true,
That's all I
Simone?
know.
Yeah, and she plays Storm too.
Oh, yeah. What a
I
coincidence.
wonder if they'll have her playing Nubia.
Oh, that'd be nice.
No, I think I'll take that part.
Hey, Michael B. Jordan played Johnny Storm, Human Torch. You never know, she might play Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay. So wow, Catwoman. All right, that's a great choice. Is there anything else you want to mention about her, Elsa? Oh, you're good.
I don't know. I just like the way she looks, and I just like it.
Oh, okay, nice. All righty. Okay, well, thank you guys. So right now we talked about the superheroes, the female superheroes that we admire. But what about the iconic women in history? The second part of this presentation is the iconic women in history. And to start off, it's very important. These women have been model citizens. These women have been icons. And most importantly, these women still deserve to be celebrated. So to start off, we actually have Harriet Tubman. Now, Simone, you selected Harriet Tubman. Tell us about Harriet.
I did. So Harriet Tubman, she was an American political activist. She was born into slavery. She escaped, and she made about 13 missions back and forth, and basically saved and helped about 70 people escape slavery. So she was a superhero. She basically changed the world, and I feel like if she never did that, I feel like you never know, we might still be living in slavery today. You never know.
Never know.
Never know. But I feel like she made history, and she changed the world, and she's a superhero for that. She was unstoppable. She was fearless. She could have easily said, I'm just gonna save myself and gone, or save a couple, or whoever she ended up escaping with. That could have been it. But she had the courage to go back and risk getting caught to save other people. So she wasn't, thinking about only herself, but she was thinking about her future children, children's children. She was thinking about the future. She wasn't thinking about, okay, I might get caught and that's it. She wanted to make a difference, and she didn't care.
Yeah, and I think that's a great example of courage and bravery.
Yes.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with her. Isn't she supposed to be like in a $20 bill soon or something like that?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so. With this administration, I heard that they're aiming for her to be on the $20 bill.
But I heard that was like years ago, right? And then it obviously takes time, but it's already like signed, like it's official. I thought it was. We're just waiting to be done or something. I don't know.
Exactly. But we'll wait and see. It would be great if she's on the $20 bill.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna frame it.
Don't spend it.
I won't spend that first $20 bill that I get with her face on it. I think I'm gonna frame it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Chris, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, she definitely deserves to be on the $20 bill. It'll be great. Alongside Dr. Martin Luther King, I think he deserves to be on a dollar bill as well.
Oh, that'd be very interesting.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah,
some diversity.
Yeah, and add Malcolm X.
That'd be pretty cool having Malcolm X.
It'll be cool. Yeah, it would.
Yeah. All righty. Well, Simone, thank you for talking about Harriet Tubman.
Thank you.
And now moving on. In this presentation, we actually have a woman that Elsa's going to talk about. And this woman is actually coming from Texas, and her name is
Selena.
That's right, Selena. Grammy-winning Selena. Tell us about Selena, Elsa. What made you decide?
I chose Selena because one, she's like an icon from every angle, and of course, everybody who is Latina loves her. That's her idol. That's who they want to be when they grow up. Literally, every Spanish girl I met always like, oh, I want to be like Selena. I was one of them. I can't say, but I was one of them. And I just I love it. I love, like, even my daughter knows her songs. Like, she's such a inspiration. The way she dresses now, kids like girls dressed like that, you know what I mean? Like high waisted, cinched waist. So it's pretty cool. It's and she was like beyond her time. Like she didn't even know that she was actually going to be like a fashion icon too, you know?
No, she was way ahead of her time.
Yeah. So her music, amazing. I love it. So simple, but yet so like you get in tune to it.
Right.
So yeah, that's why she's my icon.
Oh, nice. That's a great choice.
Yeah. I mean, when I had other choices because there's so many great women out there. You know, you gotta understand there's like so many great women out there. One of them, which I like, I don't know if you guys seen the whole interview that happened yesterday. Like Meghan Markle, are you kidding me? All the stuff that she went through, that's crazy. I don't know if you've seen that interview with Oprah.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I haven't
You
seen
didn't?
it yet.
Nobody seen it?
No, not yet.
Oh my God. They said that the reason Archie the baby doesn't have the prince title is because the monarchy said to them if the baby comes out darker, like meaning like because the mulatto baby, it's like they wouldn't want it. Like they were concerned about the color of the skin the baby was born before the baby was even born.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. You guys gotta see it. It's crazy.
Can I add to what you were saying, Elsa, about Selena?
Yeah.
So growing up, actually, I remember growing up, I was watching the Selena movie with, J-Lo, and I automatically fell in love, like with her style, her music. So I was a big fan growing up. And before I was even singing in church, like I wanted to be like Selena.
Oh, wow.
Inspiration.
Yes. So she was definitely like, she was a big icon, and I definitely looked up to her. And so with her music, and she was also fearless. Like I felt like she spoke her mind, and she had like a family. She was very connected with her family, but like she
voiced her opinion.
I'm sorry?
She voiced her opinion. She was
she voiced her opinion, and she also expressed herself through fashion. You know what I mean? As you said, like she was a fashion icon as well, and she was ahead of her time. So yeah, Selena was definitely like my favorite singer growing up, top number one.
Yeah. Hey, Elsa. What was her breakout year? What was the year she first released her first hit? What was the year of that? Her first hit.
Honestly, I have no idea. I believe it's in the early 90s. The very first hit is in the late 80s, but the very like awesome hit, like I think it was 93, 95. I don't know.
Okay, cool. All right.
Wow. But now also I'm kind of curious. You said you're Selena fan, but what's your favorite song from her?
Sorry, my favorite song is it has to be No Me Queda Más. That's a good one.
Oh, okay. And you, Simone?
Oops, sorry. My favorite song from Selena?
Yes.
Oh man, there's a lot. I like Como la Flor. I like Amor Prohibido.
Okay.
So I yeah, and Bidi Bidi Bam Bam. Those are my top three. I can't choose.
Bidi Bidi Bum Bum.
Those are like the ones I would put on replay.
Okay, Chris is singing. Okay, check you out, Chris. Chris, do you have a favorite record from Selena?
Yeah, I'll say Beady Beady Bum Bum. Yeah.
Beady Beady Bum Bum. Okay.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I think that's from the early 90s. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All righty. Well, Elsa, thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome.
Selena, we just heard Chris singing just earlier, Beady Beady Bumba. I'm going to have him sing again. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you, Chris. However, we actually have another singer in this presentation that Chris is actually honored to present, and her name is
Rihanna.
That's right. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Rihanna. Yeah, a big sensation, a recording artist. But what made you decide to choose Rihanna, Chris? Tell us.
Yeah. Thanks for asking, Justin. Yeah. Rihanna Robin Fenty, her full name. She was born in Barbados in 1988.
Oh, okay.
So she's 33 years old. Yeah. What made me choose her? I think she's one of the best female music artists of all time. She's actually the 7th best selling artist ever. 7th best with
seventh best. Interesting.
Yeah, with over 200 million records sold. So that's obviously an accomplishment. She started singing in 2005, so not too long ago, but she's still going dynamite and strong. Yeah,
nice.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite female music artist. Yeah, she has tons of hits in the last 15 years. Tons of hits, tons of mainstream hits, tons of radio hits that everybody jams to and loves. Yeah, she has a lot of adversaries in her era. Beyonce, Katy Perry, Alicia Keys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I could and so on. Yeah, but Rihanna's just an unbelievable musician, talented musician.
Very.
Yeah, she's also a humanitarian and an activist. She's done a lot for her community, a lot for America, a lot for her community of Barbados. So she's a helping woman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. She has her own beauty line.
Fenty I didn't know that.
Yeah, Fenty makeup it's called. Yeah. She has makeup, fragrances, and all that. Yeah. So that's what made me choose Rihanna. And she's obviously a beautiful woman. She's definitely the face of International Women's Day.
Wow, that's pretty neat. I mean, she's very talented recording artist, and a humanitarian doing philanthropy work. That's really amazing. But I have a question for you, Chris.
Yes.
Let's say if Rihanna was next to you right now, okay?
Oh, cool.
And you had to ask her one question. What question would it be?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I'll ask her what's her next album gonna be about.
Everybody's asking for her next album. Her next song.
Yeah, she hasn't dropped the album in a while now.
Yeah, I believe her last album was Anti in 2016. That was her last official album, Anti, in 2016.
I don't even know that. I'm so not hip with stuff. It's not even funny. Like, I don't know album names. I don't know nothing like that. Like, I just like the song, you know?
Right, I feel you.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah.
Now, speaking of song, I'm going to go around. I'd like to ask each and one of you guys, what's your favorite Rihanna song? Starting with you, Chris, because, this is your presentation.
My favorite Rihanna song. Wow, I have a lot. I have a few in my mind, but just to pick one, I'll say Talk That Talk with Jay-Z, featuring Jay-Z from her Rated R album. Talk That Talk, featuring Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I like that song, too.
Yeah, that was a pretty dope song. Elsa or Simone?
For me is Under the Umbrella, Ella. Hey.
Umbrella, that's a good one.
Okay, that was a pretty good song. Another song featuring Jay-Z. I just realized.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And what about you, Simone?
I don't know. I like a lot. I'm just gonna choose one. I like Desperado.
Oh really?
Oh wow, okay.
I like Desperado. I like Work.
Work with Drake.
I like I said it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a catchy song. All righty. Yeah. Okay. Well, Chris, thank you so much.
No problem, then.
Yeah, and also thank you for sending the pictures. Really awesome pictures you sent.
Problem. Yeah.
Oh, can I just add something too? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So I really like Rihanna too. I like the fact that she had her. Did she have a clothing line?
Savage.
I mean, I think she sold it now, but she basically, her fashion shows, like, it was iconic because she would have people performing at the fashion shows, and it was very different. It was very entertaining. She would have dancers. She would also perform, and her, I think she has a lingerie line. That's
Savage,
very
right?
competitive.
She does have
Yeah,
blonde.
it's very competitive now with the Victoria's Secret line. So I guess, like, it's very good to see that, a Black woman doing something, or like an international woman. Um, she's out there, and she has one of the biggest lingerie lines now. Instead of just thinking, okay, lingerie, Victoria's Secret, now you're thinking lingerie, Fenty,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's different. Now it gives you a different, like, instead of just thinking Victoria's Secret, now you're thinking Fenty, and for her,
Yes.
she basically she represents all women of all sizes, of all shapes and sizes and colors. So I really like that about Rihanna and what she's standing for and what she's putting out there.
Nice.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. She's an innovator.
Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Nice. Now, before we move on, is there anything else or thoughts you want to share, Chris, about Rihanna?
I think I feel I kind of covered it all, and Simone gave a little snippet. Yeah, I think that's it, Justin. Thank you, though.
All righty. Awesome work. Thank you, Chris, for the presentation.
No problem.
All righty. Like I said to you guys earlier, I didn't have intentions of doing a presentation, but Elsa put me on the spot.
How did I put you on the spot?
Yeah, you were like, Jensen, you should present someone. I was like, oh man.
Well, I thought you were gonna like present like your stuff, Did you
that
say?
I thought
That-
so too.
that wasn't my original intention, but I did. And the person that I decided to present, her name is Tweety Trang. In other words, you guys might not remember her by her actual name, but I'm sure you guys know her as. One moment. One moment. The Yellow Ranger.
Oh, what about her?
Yellow
Ranger.
Yeah.
I feel so old now.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Tweety Trang. Tweety Trang. As you guys know, she was the Yellow Ranger of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And I decided to choose her because at a time when I was younger, I saw a lot of women who were like there were a lot of women who were representatives of their community. Whether it was like Halle Berry or Rosie Perez. It was like there were a lot of iconic women, but as far as like Asian women that were popular at the time, I didn't know that many. And Asian males, yes, of course, Bruce Lee kind of set the stage, and Jackie Chan started becoming popular in the U.S. But Tweety Trang, she was very talented. But anyhow, let me tell you the backstory of her. She was born in 1973 in South Vietnam, in this place called Saigon. She and her family fled Saigon at the age of 2. And the thing is that in 1979, she and her family hid in a cargo ship in Hong Kong, to ship to Hong Kong. And it was very difficult. It was very crowded, but eventually she got there with her family. The following year in 1980, she and her family moved to California. And while she was in California, she learned Shaolin Kung Fu, and she became a black belt. And years later, she enrolled in the University of California, Irvine, and she studied civil engineering. But the funny thing about it, there's always something called right place at the right time. One day, she was actually hanging out with her friends, and she bumped into a talent scout. And basically this this talent scout was looking for actors or actresses. And so that caught her attention. So she decided to take acting classes. So in 1993, she earned her major role, debut role, and she played this character named Tweety Trang, also known as the Yellow Ranger. And
Cool.
she starred in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers episode, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series, and she was there for 80 episodes. And the thing that's really fascinating, many of you guys don't know this, but she did her own stunts.
Nice.
Yeah, she did her own stunts. And unfortunately, at times while doing her own stunts, she got injured. And but like a tough woman, she brushed her shoulders off and she gets back to work.
Did she recently died, or when did she die?
Hold on, I'm gonna get into that in a moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know she died.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that in a second. But unfortunately, she left the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers due to the financial dispute with some of her cast members. What happened? She was making like $60,000 per year. All right,
Oh.
which is not bad. But when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers merchandises were making $1 billion per year worldwide, she wasn't getting any of the cut, and so she felt like she wasn't paid fairly. So she moved on and did other projects. But unfortunately, in September 3rd, 2001, she got into a car accident in which she suffered internal bleeding. So while the helicopter escorted her to the hospital, she died on the way.
It's crazy.
Oh,
yeah. So and so this was really sad. And she was a woman that I thought she was a great example, not only to the Asian community, but to every young woman. And also the reason why I selected her was because in 2013, I actually met the cast of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was in Rhode Island Comic-Con. It was a panel discussion, and they were talking about how she was like the heart and soul of the show.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it just shows you that you don't have to be a Power Ranger, and you don't have to have a Megazord in your backyard. But if you can inspire your people, inspire your surroundings, trust me, you'll be heroic.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So Tweety Trang was my selection.
Yeah, good selection, Jensen. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did not even know the yellow Power Ranger for Mighty Morphin was her. So yeah, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah.
I saw this thing though that I'm confused. I don't know if it's a factual thing or I'm just like reading into it. But I saw this video on TikTok, right? This guy went to, it's funny, like it's weird, but I saw her. That's why I asked you, did she die? Because I literally saw her in one of the videos that popped in my page. And it's the guy went to the guy where she was scattered because apparently they like cremated her body. But she never even got her name, whatever it's supposed to be. Like it was supposed to be like engraved. They never put her name in it.
Oh wow.
And they just scattered her body in this cemetery, but like she didn't even have a place or nothing. It was weird. I didn't get it, but that's what I got out of it.
Oh.
So yeah, when you have time, do your research because I'm curious now what happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll do some research on that.
Wow, that sounds. Wow.
Yeah.
But that's sad though. Her story.
Yeah, very sad. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah. So I believe she was 28 when she passed.
Wow.
Yeah, she was very young.
Yeah. But yeah, at that time I really didn't see a lot of female representative for the Asian community, and she probably was, she changed that.
He did. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. All righty. So with this presentation, we've talked about the female superheroes that we admire, and we also touched on iconic women in that we respect. But the last question that we have to discuss is, what about the future leaders? What advice would you give to future female leaders?
That's a good question. I think I know what I would say.
Tell me.
To future leaders, I want them to be more fearless, because clearly we have power in our voices. So now the next step is to literally not think about it, just do it. So don't doubt yourself because other women did it before. Now you can do it because we have a voice. That would be my advice.
Nice.
Nice.
I definitely agree.
I
I definitely agree
like
with Elsa.
I
Sorry,
like I really like what you just said. It's so funny that you mentioned that, just do it, because there's actually a quote from Amelia Earhart that I really like. And I will tell you in a moment. Hold on just a second. I will tell you. It says the most effective way to do it is to do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
As
true.
simple as it sounds, but taking the initiative is not easy. It's really difficult. But just the fact that you do it, that's bravery.
That's 100% true. I agree with that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Simone? Simone?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what advice would you give to young to young girls, young women, so they can be effective future leaders?
I would say honestly, besides what Elsa said, because that was like, definitely along the sides of what I was gonna say. But I would say honestly, just don't care about what other people are saying.
Hmm.
Just like don't care about other people's opinions on what you want to do, and don't let other people's opinions bring you down. I would say everything that you need to succeed is already within you.
Hmm.
And yeah, just do it. Because honestly, just go for it. Anything and everything that you plan on doing, just do it, because life is too short. And at the end of the day, all you have is your memories. And
Oh wow.
and you're not going to carry everything that you know that you have physically. So at the end of the day, it's just what you do, and just make sure whatever you're doing is for you, and make sure that whatever you're doing is not because anybody else is telling you to do it. Just be yourself.
Okay.
I know that was long-winded, but but I just wanted to get everything out there.
Okay. We had Simone talk about just do it. Elsa talking about be yourself. These are very important. Thank you, ladies.
Vice versa.
Yeah. Now, but from a male's perspective, we would like to hear from you, Chris. What
Definitely.
advice would you
Yeah.
give to young ladies?
Yeah, my advice I would give to younger ladies, I would say learn your history. There's a lot of historic female pioneers, and we just recapped one earlier, Harriet Tubman.
Nice.
Yeah, learn about what they did in the past at that time, and be educated about it, and teach others about it. So yeah, so learn your history, be educated. Yeah, just and proceed to help others, and be political. That's what I'll say.
Nice.
Just be educated, political, and learn your history. That's what I'll say.
Okay,
'Cause
nice.
There's,
That's a
there's a
good
lot of
one.
great, there's a lot of,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great female women and female people in history. So yeah.
Nice.
That's a really good one. I never
like-
thought about
I'm
learning.
sorry. I have to
Yeah.
snap my fingers for that one.
Definitely.
Nice. So we have also basically talk about just do it. Simone talking about be yourself. Chris talking about be educated, be political, and know your history.
I love how that sounds.
My
perfect.
advice, I want to teach the young girls so they can become effective leaders. It's good to do it. It's good to be yourself, and it's good to learn about history. But at the same time, I would advise girls, it doesn't hurt to ask for help when you need it.
Yes.
No, it doesn't
There-
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, there are times,
That's true.
we are taught that women have to be brave, they have to be strong, and they have to be
Mhm.
courageous, which is good and very important. But sometimes in life, it's good to get advice. It's good to get help.
Yeah.
Because if you keep doing things by yourself, you can get burnt out.
That's true, but at the same time, I feel like that's what they're. I don't know, because you know how the girls be like, "We don't need no man," because we don't.
That's true. That's true.
That
Women
right
are
there is a
independent.
different story. I see your point, but I'm talking about like asking for help.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whether
I
it's
know.
from family or friends.
No, of course.
Because the thing is this, the reason why I say that is because when you look at Wonder Woman, Sue Storm, Catwoman, these are superhero characters. But then when you look at Selena, Harriet Tubman, and most importantly, Rihanna, they were successful, but they also had a village that helped them, that supported them.
Definitely. That's true. That's a good point.
So my takeaway is for women, I think it's very important for young girls, it's very important that they should be successful, but they have to make sure that they have the right team to support them.
I definitely agree.
That's true. Sure. Good point, Jensen. Good job.
Can I add?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. That was definitely a great point. I wanted to also say that, let's also remember that, for example, we have our mothers, for example, right? And they've been through, different situations and I feel like if we were to learn from our mothers, we would learn basically what I'm trying to say is how you're saying that we should, learn from people and don't be scared to ask for help.
Yes.
I feel like if we, I had it in my head and then I just lost it. I'm sorry.
Right.
But basically, we can learn from other people's mistakes, and we don't have to go through the same mistake.
Exactly.
And asking for help too it's always good.
Exactly. Well, before we wrap up, you guys did an awesome job. Simone, you kind of left the conversation kind of open-ended right now, but we don't have time. You mentioned a very significant word. Mothers.
What? Oh, yeah.
So how does it sound if we do another Zoom meeting for Mother's Day weekend?
That'll be great.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Okay. So we have a couple of months. You guys can have time to brainstorm and come up with ideas.
Yeah.
Are we
Sorry I
having our
was
mothers
late
on the
today.
show?
You're good. Better late than never. We're happy you joined us.
Yes. Are we having our mothers on the show or no?
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, really?
That would be cool.
We should.
Okay. I mean, we'll brainstorm that a little more. We got plenty of time.
That's true. When is Mother's Day? May, right?
Yeah, it's in May.
It's like the second Sunday of May.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Crazy.
All righty. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you for joining this program, the Zoom meeting for International Women's Day.
Mhm.
And we had a little technical difficulty having it live. However, it'll still be aired.
Hello?
It'll still be posted on the page, so people will be able to watch this video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't get to see none of your faces.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. All right. Let me.
Let me see face. I want to see faces.
Can you see my face?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
okay.
about the other one? There you
Chris,
are.
show your
Okay.
face.
Making sure you guys are there.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
All right.
Okay.
All righty.
It's good to
Well,
see you
thank you,
guys again.
everyone.
Good to see you guys. It was
All
nice
right.
talking
And
to
don't
you.
forget.
What's the word? Find the hero.
Oh, find the hero
Find the hero in
in
you.
you. Not everyone.
Bye.
Night.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. It was nice seeing
Bye.
you guys.